promises to burn down the old boys club of Indian politics survive if its own front row is exclusively men? Hello and welcome to NewsX. I'm Kashish Dhawan. Right now, the internet-born, youth-driven phenomena known as the Cockroach Janata Party or CJP is facing its first major ideological identity crisis. Founded by digital strategist Abhijit Dipke, the group has captured millions of young followers by aggressively mocking the political establishment and demanding institutional accountability. They have even written a 50% reservation for women in parliament directly into their core manifesto. But out here in the real world, the optics tell a completely different story. When the CJP recently announced its official high-profile spokesperson panel to lead its charge, the names on the roster raised immediate red flags across social media. And the names were Saurav Das, Ashutosh Ranka and Vijeta Dahiya. 100% male leadership. Zero female faces at that podium. Now for a movement that positions itself as the aggressive, anti-patriarchal voice of India's frustrated youth, this glaring omission triggered an immediate wave of irony and backlash. Netizens and political skeptics quickly began calling out the party, asking a fundamental question. Is gender equality just a convenient internet catchphrase for the CJP? Or do they actually intend to practice whatever they are preaching? The controversy has pushed founder Abhijit Dipke into complete damage control. Responding to the mounting allegations of misogyny and institutional patriarchy, Dipke took to social media to offer an explanation that highlights a much darker, systemic problem within our digital political discourse. According to Dipke, the CJP offered key leadership and spokesperson roles to its female members. But the problem, according to him, was they actively turned down. But you might be wondering, why did they turn them down? According to Dipke, because of the sheer volume of online abuse, targeted harassment and violent threats directed at anyone who is publicly associated with the movement. Dipke stated that the hostile online environment surrounding the CJP has forced many of its female volunteers to make a safety calculation, choosing to drive the movement aggressively behind the scenes, rather than risking their safety as the public faces of a controversial campaign. Now, to prove that they aren't actually sidelining women, the CJP has put out an open public calling inviting women across the country to step forward and claim their space as leaders and spokesperson of this outfit. But this defense opens up an even bigger, more complex debate. While it may shield the party from claims of deliberate exclusion, it highlights a massive structural failure. If a revolutionary youth movement cannot guarantee a safe environment for its own female leaders to speak publicly, then it isn't fully dismantling the status quo. It is being constrained by it. Skeptics, they have argued that symbolic open invitations and radical manifesto pledges don't mean much if the party cannot protect its own from online violence. Now, moving forward, the real test for Cockroach Janata Party isn't just how many seats they can demand for women in parliament, but how they handle misogyny within their own digital ranks, how they combat workplace inequality, and how they protect the women who do step up, who do choose to enter in this line of fire. The CJP wants to prove that cockroaches can survive any political storm. But if they want to lead a genuine youth reformation, they will have to prove that their survival plan includes equal space and equal safety for the women they claim to represent. Thank you for watching.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.